Hey team, this is Coach Bruce, and this is Coach Bruce Lunch and Learn. Hey look, I hope that you're having a productive day thus far. Our objective every time we come before you is to basically share some principles with you that will be helpful for you along the way. And if you bring, as my mama would say back in the day when I was in Philadelphia, she'd say, put your thinking cap on. And basically what she was trying to say is, prepare your mind to receive. We talk about hashtag growth mindset. And if you want to grow and expand, if you want to develop, you got to be open to training. You got to be open to practicing. If you want to grow, you have to be open to learning. All right. And so what we want to do every time we come on Monday and Wednesday afternoons, roughly about 1 p.m. for you guys, 12:30 for Instagram, we want to come and share with you leadership training. It may be personal development, or it may be speaking tips. The reason why we use those three areas is because, number one, they're dear to me. That's my purpose. That's what I was designed and created to talk about and to share all my experience over the years. I've been an entrepreneur, my own life insurance agency for the last 25 plus years. I've been a pastor for close to 20 years now. I've also been a personal development coach. I've also been a track coach because track was my sport when I ran in high school at Martin Luther King High School and when I competed at Philadelphia University. And so all that being said, being a John C. Maxwell certified coach, trainer, and speaker, all that is saying that, I love what I do. That's it. I love what I do. And so because I love what I do, I aim to get stronger and better at it as I go. That's why I said, learning, practicing, and studying, it's how you grow. It's how you develop. And that's the mindset you got to have if you want to continue to evolve and be the best you that you can be. So, hey, let's jump right into it. We're going to talk to you today about the 3 traits of great leadership. Now, I strongly believe that all leadership starts with you leading yourself. So let's just start it off by saying this. Don't accept life, lead your life. Don't accept your life, lead your life. What that means is you may be, observant, you may be satisfied. No, take that back. You may be cognizant of where you are right now, but you're not satisfied. You may embrace where you are right now, but you're not satisfied. You see, if you're going to accept your life, then you're going to be satisfied with where you are. And you're going to have a mindset of, this is just the way it is. I can't do any better. My hands are tied. I really can't break out of my funk or break out of where I am right now. But a person that has a growth mindset, a person that has that determination, that discipline, and that drive, they know that life is not going to give them anything for free. You have to basically demand from life what you want. Whatever you want in life, you're going to have to demand it. Nobody's going to give you anything on a silver tray. All right? Nothing comes to you on a silver tray. Life makes you go after it. Life makes you prove yourself. Life wants to find out from you how bad you want it. So, don't just accept your life, lead your life. And the reason why I say that is If you're talking about perfecting or getting better in the area of leadership, the first area that you have to work on, the first one you have to focus on is leading yourself. Let me give you an example. When you get to the point that you just don't accept life, you're like Will Smith. Will Smith said, if you want to change your life, make a decision. And see, when you look at people like Rosa Parks did not want to just accept her life. And she didn't want to accept how life was for people who looked like her in Alabama back in the 60s. And because she didn't want to accept life, she made a decision to lead her life. She made a decision to lead from the front, not from the back. So one day when she got on the bus, she decided, I'm going to sit down in the front. All these seats are open in the front. Why am I journeying all the way to the back of the bus? When are you going to not accept your life and start leading your life? When she made that decision, that confidence and conviction is attractive. And people joined in with her, i.e. Martin Luther King. Joined in with her. He saw a cause that he could connect with, and that's when they started that Alabama bus boycott. All on one person who said, I'm not going to accept life. I'm going to lead my life. Okay? So that ushers us right into these 3 traits that I find. Now, there's many traits that you can find, and a trait basically is a distinguishing quality. Write that down. What is a trait? A trait is a distinguishing quality. Now, you got personality traits where you say somebody is super confident. That's a trait. You say somebody is helpful. That's a trait. You say somebody is charismatic or they're charming. That's a trait. Somebody is humble or confident. Those are all personality traits. It's evidence that something is there. It's evidence that something exists. And there's 3 basic traits I'm going to pull out for you today on leadership. And number 1 is conviction. You'll find that leaders have a conviction. There's something that they believe in wholeheartedly. A person that has a conviction is totally committed to their purpose. What is purpose? Purpose is not what I am. Purpose is why I am. Does that make sense? Yeah, you may know what you are, but do you know why you are? Do you know why you're here? Do you know what your assignment is? Or are you just wandering around? This is how Tony Robbins says, or wandering around through life aimlessly, ending up nowhere. Purpose gives you direction. And a person who's a leader, one of the traits they have is there's a conviction, a strong belief, unmovable, no compromise, committed to their purpose. And number two, when you look at leaders, the number 1 trait is they have a conviction. And number 2 is they understand their significance. They understand their value. They understand where they fit in. As a matter of fact, they really don't even have to run with the crowd. When you have your significance, you don't mind running alone. You don't mind being different. You don't mind being unique, because that's where the value is. The value is not in being alike. The value is not in similarities. The value of a person is in their uniqueness, in their authenticity, being different. That's how you develop uniqueness. And the number 3 trait on our topic today of 3 traits of great leadership is The leader is not only a person who has conviction, they understand their significance, but they understand their contribution. They understand they got something to give. They understand that they have a gift or a talent or a skill. You know, when these guys come out of, the university setting, playing basketball or football or baseball, and they want to go into, the professional league, they strongly believe that they got something that they can contribute. That's a leader. A leader understands that they have a contribution. They got something that they can give that's going to either solve a problem or help the team win. I like how Steve Jobs, when he was alive, he was a person that knew he had a contribution. You know what he said? He said, the person who's crazy enough to believe that he can change the world, that's the person who usually does. You don't think Steve Jobs and his ability to create, his ability to have forethought, his belief in the Mac computer, the iPhone, the iPad, the iWatch. I mean, come on, man. This guy just kept evolving, changing the world, how we think, the technology that we use. Let me give you a bonus. I gave you three traits of a great leader. Let me give you a bonus. The bonus is a great leader has vision. And they know how to transfer that vision over to other people so that people are influenced. By this time, when they have that conviction, and they have significance, and they have contribution, they begin to create value and influence. It's attractive. And people start flocking to want to work with them. People want to take their skill set, add to theirs. Why? Because they want to see that vision materialize. A visionary has the art of clearly seeing where he or she wants to go, and they see it so clearly that they can feel it right now. Today, they can materialize and feel it right now. They're so adamant, they're so confident, they got so much conviction about this vision. And people are attracted by that. When Henry Ford said he wanted to take us from horse and buggy to cars, and everybody thought he was crazy, did you know that the conveyor belt was first created by Henry Ford? That assembly line of parts being added to the car, that came first through the Ford Motor Company. He envisioned that as well. That had nothing to do with cars. That had with the how to do it. The end product was not even developed. All he was doing was, how do I work this where people can work along the line? And at the end, develop a vehicle. And he had that vision against what everybody else was thinking. And here come the Wright brothers. Well, we could do better than Henry Ford. Rather than taking us from horse and buggy to cars, how about from car to flying? Fly like a bird? Do you know how many times these guys, took off the side of a mountainside and fell down and hurt themselves and jumped back up and started to do it again because they believed. They had conviction. They had significance. They knew that people needed to get to places faster by flying rather than driving. They knew they had a contribution that they could give humanity. If they could get this thing right, these Wright brothers could give something to us. And we've been flying ever since because they wouldn't give up on what they believed. They can envision it. Okay? There you have it. Look. This has been Coach Bruce Lunch and Learn. We're going to come every Monday and Wednesday around 1 p.m. for Facebook, 12:30 if you're on Instagram. We just want to share with you leadership tips in training, speaking tips, and personal development. If you want personal development with Coach Bruce, all you got to do is text me. All right, text me at 770-315-4714. Just text leadership. Leave your name, I'll get back to you. And let's talk about how we can take your leadership to the next level. Yes. How about your personal development? We got a personal development program called V4, okay? Where we take you through 4 steps: purpose, passion, potential, and perseverance. When we go through that with you, you'll understand your significance, your contribution. You'll understand, how to create your vision. And you'll have a conviction about what you should be doing, all right? Thanks a lot for being on board. Hey, Freddie, man, good seeing you, Doc. Hope all is well. Shoot me a text, man, 770-315-4714, all right? Love to chat with you, man. Guys, take care. Have a wonderful afternoon. Bye-bye.